One of the core principles of our walkaway pedagogy is what we call alone time. We are very focused as an education community on group work, teamwork, which is very important. It's also important at TUMO. But we've realized that giving learners the ability and the space to work autonomously by themselves in order to develop the skills and the confidence they need to then join a group becomes really important. Otherwise, some students become marginalized, others become bored, or there isn't...
or forgotten.
Yeah, or left aside. So this idea is to structure the learning experience in terms of self-learning activities, which are done individually with, in our case, the help of coaches, who always are getting you unstuck and making sure that you're always supported in terms of the infrastructure and the tools, but then periodically going into what we call workshops, or in some cases learning labs, which are more advanced, in order to work in groups on projects for a duration of, let's say, a month. And then after that, going back to self-learning to pick up the skills you need for the next one. And that also becomes a way of making the program very self-paced, so that different learners can proceed at different speeds, and it becomes very effective.
And something that is very important, we have no grades. So the fact that you're learning by yourself, you're not afraid that you're going to fail. You may try 2-3 times until you get it, and then you go to a workshop and the same thing. So it's not about a competition between each other or who is the best. I always give this example that you never see on our walls the names of our students or who is the best, or
an honors list,
list, because it's about what you are learning here and for yourself, not for someone else, not for to put it on the wall. It's about the excitement and the happiness of learning, and how this is going to contribute throughout your life. And this should be a very positive experience from day one. It's not about fear, it's not about grades, it's not about failure. It's about you enjoying learning, and you enjoying building your experience here, and you enjoying, why not, finding friends, getting inspired, meeting workshop leaders that are bringing a whole ethics with them. Those are things that are unique to TUMO, which we believe that are very important, fundamental concepts that make TUMO what it is.
Yeah. We have a number of no's, right? No grades, no entrance requirements, no exams, no class cohorts, etc. And if you watch kids playing video games, you understand that none of that is needed. I mean, when they're playing a video game, they're very focused, they're putting in huge effort, they're very concentrated, they want to get to the next level. No one's going to give them a grade or a reward, or kind of put their name on it. Maybe a leaderboard in some cases, but even without that, they're working very hard. So this kind of the values and ethics that they bring with them, these teenagers, are really leveraged in this kind of environment to motivate them intrinsically to go forward.
And the space is something that is also very important to complement this whole idea and philosophy. So the space has to reflect those values. The space has to be a place where you are free to move around. The space is a place where it can last for a long time. You don't get bored.
It's transparent, so you see everyone, you see what others are doing, you see through workshops, etc. So
you don't get bored. It's not a decoration. It's you are the most important piece there. You have the freedom to go around. You can see other people's screens, the workshops happening. So the space has been a very important component parallel to this educational philosophy that goes hand in hand and needs to be achieved. So we had a lot of times people telling us, okay, what if you just do it in a room or a part of the school? It doesn't work like that. You have to believe in this philosophy.
Create a special environment.
Exactly, and respect. The space also respect the students. So they have to be They have to feel respected.
Yeah, and we're also asked sometimes, shouldn't this be a more colorful space with decorations? It's afterwards for kids, etc. And we think the opposite should happen. Teenagers don't want to be kind of patronized with infantile, colorful spaces. That's not what they're looking for. And they bring color themselves. The space may look like monochrome, but once the kids are there, once the screens are turned on, it ends up being very colorful for the right reasons. Kind of the learner first, the learner brings the color, right?